everyone, this is Annette Bogue from StampWithAnnette.com, and I wanted to share with you what I did with the My Paper Pumpkin Welcome Kit. I actually had two kits. The first one I just did cards with the supplies that were provided. This is the design that was shown in the kit. The kit comes with instructions with how to put this one together. And then for this one, I turned my card the other way and just kind of rearranged the things on the front, and then I added a couple of the little splatters on the inside. This one is also turned landscape, and then I trimmed the background paper and then added a strip of that on the inside. And the last one, I just rearranged the things on the front and left the inside plain. So 4 different options for making cards just using things that come in the kit. With the second kit that I had, I started out with a card and they all have envelopes. For this card, I scored at 3/4 of an inch and folded that over so that the white from the inside is then on the front, and I stamped with the splatter stamp along that strip. I just took the Stampin' Spot that comes with the kit and scraped it along the edges to add a little extra on this side there. I trimmed the background paper since it would be too wide after I folded it over, and then I added that strip on the inside. I only used 3 of the scallops instead of the 4 that come on the kit. It comes with the 4 scallops all together. So I just trimmed one off, and then I had the 3. 4 was too much after I trimmed, or after I folded over that strip. I also trimmed off the end of the banner so that then I had a little piece left. And then I trimmed off this little sunburst. I used the Ticket Duo punch to punch just a little snippet out of the fold so that I could thread the ribbon through there, and this is the Whisper White Taffeta, and just wrap that around the front of the card. A little bit of bling there with the rhinestones, and then I carefully inked just the hey there on the stamp, and with the Stampin' Spots that just makes it really easy to do, because I just wanted that much of the saying on there. Alright, then I did a little candy pouch, and I used the scallop tag topper to do this. I left the original score line, the pre-scored line, I don't know if you can see it there in the middle, and I just scored at 1/2 inch on either side of that line to make my fold come up. And then I used the tag topper punch in the middle of each side to create that, and then just decorated with the things that came in the kit. I did add a little bit of the white baker's twine right there at the top. To do that with this punch, open up that punch, the slot here on the punch is designed for a 2-inch strip of cardstock to just slide in there and then create a tag. But if you slip your paper, cardstock, whatever you're using, in right there, and you might have to kind of lift it up a little bit. It might get kind of stuck in as you're trying to get it in there, but just manipulate it a little bit. And I just kind of centered it on my card, punched, and then when you pull it out you get this, and I just took the paper trimmer and cut off those edges. So that's how I got this top to be able to fold that over or hook it together. The next thing I did was a Post-it note holder. The Post-it notes are 3-inch square, and so I made my holder 3 1/8 just so I would have a little bit of an edge right there. So when I was cutting, I have two score lines here, and one of them is the score line that was already on the card. So I used that one and then scored just under 1/2 inch on either side, and then cut it so that the front and back are 3 1/8 inch square. Then I trimmed down the background paper, inked just the hay on the stamp, and then of course trimmed off the little banner. Then I made a 3x3 card. So I just, using that original pre-scored line, I just trimmed the card so that then I would have 3x3. So as I'm trimming all these things, then I have lots of scraps that I'm using to do all the projects. So the next one, because I only have one card, then I have 3 envelopes that are left over. So this is an envelope gift card holder. I just scored the envelope in half, which is at about 2 7/8. And so then on the flaps, I sealed the flap on the left side and just tucked the flap in on the right side, and then just decorated. And this is just the right size to put a gift card or your business card or whatever. It gives you place to write down here. I did add a little hung up cute clip right here. And then, and some baker's twine here, and then the Whisper White Taffeta. And you could tie that in a knot or a bow, however you want. Then I still had 2 envelopes, so I made bagalopes from the last two envelopes. And this one I just decorated the front. There's the scallop that I cut off when I trimmed on the card, where I only took 3. Then I had 1 left, so I put it here on the front of this little bag. And then for this bagalope, I actually added handles with some of the background paper. It's just a 1/2 inch strip, and just glued that on with the Tombow glue. Then this is a 1 3/4 inch circle that I punched out to go behind that little starburst, and then the baker's twine. So just a few little extra supplies. But let me show you real quick how to do the bagalope. I've already scored this on 3 sides. I sealed the envelope. I scored it, excuse me, I scored it at 5/8 of an inch on the other 3 sides, and then I trimmed the end off just a little bit. So I'm going to fold, grab my bone folder. I'm just going to fold on those score lines. Actually, I'm going to go both directions. As you're going through several layers, it's a little bit trickier, but it'll work out. And I scored with my paper trimmer. I probably would have had a better score line if I had used the Simply Scored tool. All right, then if you just open this up and then bring that, you can see what I'm doing. Just want to bring the side in, and then when you do that, you're going to form a little triangle down here at the bottom, and then the bottom is going to be flat, and you'll push the sides in. So the original top and bottom of the envelope are what you're pushing in to create that, the side of your bag. Then I just put a little bit of the liquid glue here and use the liquid glue to hold these little flaps down. And then just decorate however you want it. So it's a fun little project. So out of the original kit, I got the 4 cards with envelopes, and then when I got a little more creative, I got a card, a Post-it note holder, a treat. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I used the bag that my stamps came in for the kit to put on the inside of this. So that cello bag came with my paper pumpkin kit as well. And I've got the envelope gift card holder, a 3x3 card, and 2 bagalopes. And then when I'm all done, when I've used all my consumable supplies, well, I have a few scraps left here that I could use on something. I still have a button and a few of the stickers. Then I also have the 2 stamps that came with the kit and the clear block, and then the basic gray Stampin' Spot. So for $19.95 it's a great value, and then next month I'll have a new surprise. Thanks for stopping by. Happy stamping, everyone.